You want another chance.
Yeah, Natty, I do.
Now that you're the prisoner, you want us to be friends. You want to be sisters.
It's horrible being locked up. I didn't realize how horrible it was.
You thought it was pleasant? You thought when you threw me down that well, I'd enjoy that?
I just couldn't think of another way.
You talk about competing. You talk about having the courage to go after what you want.
I know I went too far.
Do you know where the courage came from, Janet? Do you know where you got it?
Love.
No, you wretched maniac! It came from me.
No, it was Trevor.
You were a sniffling little wimp when you crawled into my house.
I was unhappy.
You were fat and frumpy and broke. And I gave you a home and beautiful clothes and membership to a health club.
Okay, you were nice.
I gave you money and family and friends. I gave you more than you ever had in your entire puny little life. I tried to make you feel better.
You did.
And the moment you felt like a human being, the moment you had a grain of confidence, what did you do? You turned on me. You tried to kill me.
I overreacted.
You remember Mama's old song about the lady who goes into the forest and she finds a snake and she brings the snake home and she nurses it until it's well.
You are not gonna sing me a song.
And she nurses this sick, slimy thing back to health, and when it gets better, it turns on her, it bites her, and it's poisonous, so she dies. I don't want to hear about this. And she's lying there dying, and she looks up at the snake, and she says, how could you do this to me after everything I've done for you? How could you do this to me? Stop it. And you know what the snake says? He says, you know, lady, it's your own fault. You knew I was a snake when you took me in. It's just a stupid song. I took a sick snake into my house and nursed it until it was well enough to bite me. Well, I guess that answers my question. You don't want to start over. I'd love to. I would love to start over again. I would love to unlock this door and let you out of here.
You would?
And I would take a rock and bludgeon you and drag you to the well and put you in that well with the rats and the filth and the stench of death. That's what I would like to do. But I can't. The best I can do is leave you here to rot, which is not good enough. It is not nearly good enough. But it will have to do. It will have to do. I do that extremely well, don't I? Apparently. All right. You've had your say. You gonna listen to me, or are you too chicken to hear me out?
And we may even ask you then to speak to our advertising people. You know, you could really help translate their standard copy into...
With teenagerese.
Yes.
Haley Wood, junior executive.
Don't get carried away.
Do get carried away. This will be quite a distinction for someone your age.
This sounds like a pretty heavy load to me.
Oh, no, I don't want you, Haley, to be intimidated at all by any corporate environment.
Good chance.
I would like you to really express your opinions, you know, your great ideas, candidly and openly, without any concern at all for corporate hierarchy or anything.
Sounds more and more like your cup of tea to me.
And you'd actually pay me for that.
Of course we would. You'd be compensated very, very well, and you would have use of all the enchantment facilities and a steady stream of product.
I'll take it.
Oh, great.
Wait. Just back up a sec. Don't you think you should think about this for a while?
What is to think about? That job is like the most totally awesome, perpendicular thing anybody could have.
Right, well, wouldn't it be more awesome if you graduate high school first?
This is a part-time spot, Brian. She'll have plenty of time for school.
Oh, yes. I mean, this is a creative job. I'm interested in all of Haley's fabulous ideas, not long hours of drudgery.
Well, there's got to be a lot of reading, no? And meetings?
You mentioned this on your college applications. It'll open up a lot of doors for you.
And the same doors will close the minute they look at her transcript.
Brian, I'm doing fine in school.
Right now, maybe, but remember last year?
So I'll study.
What, between power meetings?
Brian, what is the big deal? What's your problem?
I am his problem. He doesn't want you working with me. Is that right, Brian?
Yeah. Yeah, Chandler. For once in your life, you're right.
So you guys gonna rehearse your spiel, or you just gonna wing it?
No, I think we're clear on the basic point.
You waiting for me?
No,
And what the hell are you doing sitting at my desk?
I'm waiting for someone.
Now, don't tell me she's in there with Janet.
She insisted.
Well, she insisted on jumping off a cliff. Would you drive her to the edge?
Where she goes and whom she sees is none of your business.
Oh, the hell it's not.
She can make her own decision. She is here because she wants to be here.
Well, who's in there with her? But don't tell me she's in there alone.
That is the way she wanted it.
Hey, back up, Trevor. Remember what we said. You gotta keep cool now.
Forget pool.
Hey, no way, my friend. 2 visitors only. Department regulations.
I don't give a damn about your regulations.
You're insane. You twisted, demented, warped. Well, what does that make you? We're just alike, you know, only I'm better than you. I proved it. I won. You haven't won anything except life in a cage. Well, it was worth it. Well, I'm glad you think so, because a few months in my clothes is all you'll ever taste of life. Oh, well, not quite all. I've tasted Trevor. Trevor. That doesn't count. Counts. Oh, yes, it counts. Dream on. I will dream on. I will dream on and on and on and on, because I finally have something to dream about. A man who hated you. A man who avoided you even when he thought you were his wife. Oh, I'll admit that it took him a little while to make the transition, but he did make it, Natalie. Shut up! He was on the brink a long, long time, but then he finally took the plunge. He jumped in. He did. And he was mine, Natalie. No. He was mine. He loved me. No. And it was real and deep and true and beautiful. He loved me, and you will never be able to take that away from me. Oh.